You were 18 years old. You grew up sleeping on other people's couches. Your mom couldn't pay the heat bill in January in Ohio. And a man just slid a check across the table, $10 million, and said, "Don't call anyone else. This is yours. Walk out with it today." What do? Here's what everyone knows. LeBron James earned $581.4 million in NBA salary. All-time record. More than Jordan, more than Kobe. But that number is not the story. The real story is what he built around it. Because most of that billion-dollar net worth didn't come from the court. It came from the boardroom. And the way he got there starts with that $10 million offer. And a no. Gloria James was 16 when she had LeBron. December 30th, 1984. His father was never in the picture. Before high school, he'd lived in approximately 12 different apartments. He missed 82 out of 160 school days in 4th grade, not because he didn't want to go, because survival doesn't run on a school schedule. Then Frank Walker Sr. stepped in, youth football coach. He looked at this kid, sleeping wherever he could, and said, "Come stay with us." That wasn't a small thing. That was a lifeline. LeBron moved in, got stability, made perfect attendance in 5th grade, a complete 180. And somewhere in that year, he fell in love with basketball. Fast forward to 2003. Most anticipated NBA prospect since Magic Johnson. Every shoe company on earth is circling. And Gloria James shows up with a $50,000 Hummer H2, financed while still on public assistance, months before the draft, before a single professional paycheck. That's not recklessness, that's conviction. They both knew what was coming. What LeBron chose to do next, before he played a single NBA minute, would either be the stupidest decision of his career, or the foundation of everything you're about to see. Here's what happened. Reebok came with $10 million, still in high school. "Sign here. Don't call anyone else. Take the money now." He said no, not because he had another offer. He didn't. Nothing but belief. That if Reebok wanted him this badly, someone else probably did too. He was right. Nike came in at a reported $90 million over 7 years. Adidas offered around $60 million. Reebok, watching him walk away, escalated all the way to $115 million. He chose Nike, not the biggest check. Nike's offer was actually lower than Reebok's final number, but LeBron and the people around him understood something the spreadsheet didn't show. Nike wasn't a shoe deal. It was brand-building infrastructure, global reach, creative control, the potential to build a line, not just wear one. The partner relationship, not the endorser relationship. That distinction mattered. December 2015. Nike signs LeBron to a lifetime deal reported to be worth over $1 billion total. It generates an estimated $30 million per year in royalties. The LeBron James line alone reportedly drives $300 to $400 million in annual revenue for Nike. This was not luck. This was the first time LeBron applied what would become his operating system. The logic was clean. If your name creates value, force the market to compete for it. Then choose the deal that builds the most long-term leverage, not the biggest upfront number. He ran that play at 18. He would run it for the next 2 decades. But the Nike deal was still just the setup. Because what he did next, before most people had figured out what equity even meant, is the move nobody talks about. In 2008, a headphone company came to him with an offer. The standard move, take the check. LeBron didn't take the check. 6 years later, that decision paid out $30 million in a single transaction. System Phase 1, equity over endorsement fees. Beats by Dr. New brand, good product, no cultural gravity yet. The standard offer was an endorsement fee. Show up, wear them, get paid, go home. What LeBron and his business partner Maverick Carter did instead, they took a small equity stake, not the cash, a piece of the company. Then LeBron wore beats everywhere that mattered. Courtside walk-ins, interviews, All-Star Weekend, every camera that could catch him. Every time he promoted the product, he was pushing up the value of something he already owned. 2014. Apple acquires Beats for $3 billion. LeBron's stake paid out an estimated $30 million. A traditional endorsement deal would have run $3 to $5 million per year for a few years, maybe $20 to $25 million total before taxes. The equity play beat that, and kept his time free. Here's the principle underneath it. A flat endorsement fee lets the brand value your influence once and keep all the upside. Equity means every time you promote something, you're building an asset you already own. They don't look different on the surface, they produce completely different outcomes. System Phase 2. Stack roles. So one move pays you 3 ways. LeBron invests roughly $1 million in an unknown fast casual pizza startup, Blaze Pizza. But he doesn't just buy stock, he structures it 3 ways: equity in the parent company, franchise ownership, and a paid ambassador role, each one compounding the others. The ambassador fees fund more equity. The equity grows as the brand expands. The franchise throws off operating cash flow. One move, 3 income streams, all compounding in the same direction. 3 years later, McDonald's offers him $15 million, guaranteed to be their global face. The safest deal in the world. He said no. 2017. Private equity firm Brentwood Associates values Blaze at approximately $250 million. LeBron's stake, roughly 10%, implies around $25 million in paper value before franchise profits or ambassador fees. Honest number. Forbes pegs his total take closer to $30 million. Blaze didn't become the next Chipotle. The fast casual category got crowded. Not a home run by LeBron standards, but the structure, 3 streams compounding in one direction, that was the lesson. Not the outcome. The architecture. That was the micro version. What he did with a 130-year-old football club in England was the macro version. A $6.5 million bet, a stake now worth over $140 million. Liverpool FC. Fenway Sports Group owns the Boston Red Sox and just acquired Liverpool. They need global attention for a club that's lost its edge. LeBron trades brand power for a 2% stake in Liverpool FC. Entry cost, approximately $6.5 million. Same logic as Beats. Different asset class, same result. He didn't cash a check. He owned a piece of the thing. He then converts that Liverpool stake into roughly 1% of all of Fenway Sports Group, the parent company that holds the Red Sox, the Pittsburgh Penguins, Liverpool, and more. As of 2025, FSG carries a confirmed valuation of approximately $14.19 billion. 1% of that, $141.9 million. LeBron James and Maverick Carter became the first black partners in Fenway Sports Group's history. That is not a footnote. That is historic. And here's what that move bought him that you can't put a number on. A seat at the table with people who buy and sell professional franchises. Every future equity conversation just got easier. Now, let's not skip past this part. LeBron fired his agent in 2005 and co-founded LRMR Marketing with 3 childhood friends from Akron: Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, Randy Mims. In 2005, every sports columnist in America called it career suicide, a kid replacing a professional sports agent with his boys from the neighborhood. In 2025, Maverick Carter sits at the table with Nike, Epic Games, and FSG. The boys from Akron run the empire, Spring Hill Company, named after the Spring Hill public housing complex where LeBron grew up. 2021. Outside investors, Nike, Epic Games, Redbird Capital, and FSG buy in at a $725 million valuation. LeBron and Maverick retain controlling interest. LeBron's estimated personal stake, approximately $300 million. Epic Games offered to buy the whole company outright. LeBron and Maverick said no. They kept control. February 2025. Spring Hill merges with UK production company Fulwell 73 to form Fulwell Entertainment. The empire went international. The shop on HBO, Netflix documentaries, film and TV across every major streaming platform. Spring Hill doesn't just make content about LeBron, it builds culture for the next generation of athletes who don't want to be owned. Let's put this together. One ring at a time. Ring 1. On-court engine. $581.4 million in NBA salary. All-time record. No one, not Jordan, not Kobe, not Durant, has earned more. And that's still less than 40% of his total career earnings. This ring generated the attention that made every other ring possible. Ring 2. Brand layer, the Nike lifetime deal. Pepsi, AT&T, Walmart, Lobo's 1707 tequila. Ladder supplements, the cash flow machine that buys time and conviction to make long-term bets. Ring 3, equity layer. Beats, approximately $30 million exit. Blaze, approximately $30 million. Spring Hill, approximately $300 million. FSG, approximately $142 million. Real wealth. Ownership stakes that don't expire when the season ends. Ring 4, legacy layer. The shop, the I Promise school in Akron. The infrastructure that keeps his story alive beyond basketball and makes the whole loop self-perpetuating. Here's how the loop runs. On-court dominance creates leverage for the biggest endorsement deals. Those deals fund conviction and create visibility. That visibility lets him trade brand power for equity. The equity builds real wealth and puts him in ownership rooms. Those relationships invest back into Spring Hill. Spring Hill keeps the brand alive and relevant. That relevance keeps the endorsement wheel spinning. This is not a portfolio. It's a flywheel. Here's the thing. This system is not exclusive to billionaires. The principle behind every move LeBron made. If your presence clearly moves revenue for someone else, the flat fee is the floor, not the ceiling. Ask what a small slice of upside looks like instead. 1 or 2% is enough to matter. Stack rolls so one move pays you multiple ways. Promote what you own. Make one action improve 3 positions at once. And sometimes the hardest no is the only way to keep your upside intact. Great money that locks you into someone else's system is a ceiling, not an opportunity. Reebok's $10 million, McDonald's $15 million, Epic's buyout offer. Every one of those was a ceiling LeBron refused to accept. The result, Forbes declares him a billionaire in 2022. One of only 3 athletes in history to reach 10 figures, alongside Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods. The difference, most of his wealth is built on assets that don't require him to play another minute. Drop a question in the comments. Could you have said no to $10 million at 18 years old if you'd spent most of your childhood homeless? I want to see the honest answers. There's a 9-year-old in Akron who can't pay the heat bill in January, who misses more school than he attends, who sleeps on a friend's couch just to survive. That kid grew up to turn down $10 million before he played an NBA game, to say no to a guaranteed $15 million from the biggest fast food company in the world, to trade the currency of his name, not for fees, but for ownership stakes in sports franchises and media companies that outlast any season. LeBron James will go down as one of the best to ever touch a basketball. But the bigger story is this. He used that talent to escape the trap almost every athlete stays stuck in. He stopped selling hours and started buying ownership. He ran that play enough times that his net worth sits well over $1 billion, and most of it came from outside the NBA. The game gave him a platform. He built everything else himself, and he's still not done. Now, the same week LeBron made his first equity deal, another athlete did something even more counterintuitive with their money. I'll tell you who it was in the next video. And if you followed this one, that story will genuinely shock you.